Taking a glance at the Google Trends search history for Minecraft over time reveals that the game peaked in popularity in 2013, then slowly died off thereafter, to only having around 40% of the searches that it once did. Changing this to YouTube searches shows the same thing, Minecraft being once popular in 2013, then slowly trending downwards to today. But what if I were to tell you that something else is going on here? Something that makes this graph more than just a little misleading. Minecraft YouTube today is not only huge, it's bigger than ever. However, it looks completely different now than how you may have known it just a few years ago. Let's talk about Minecraft YouTube today and what we can all learn from the newest generation of content creators. When you think back to the first video by your all-time favorite Minecraft YouTuber, you probably imagine a low-quality microphone, choppy frame rate, and unconfident kid playing video games. Like this video by then Mod Showcase YouTuber Log.zip, aptly titled Minecraft Pig Monster Explosion.
Well, I'm gonna record it. Look at this. What? Oh!
Oh my gosh!
Is that when you hit one?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Clearly, this being his first video, you would have no idea he was destined to become a social media star, but he kept changing and tweaking his content and setup over time to become better at his craft. Countless other YouTubers have a similar backstory, from Captain Sparkles.
Hello ladies, this is your captain speaking, and
Seth Bling.
Welcome back. In front of me I've got a hands-free minecart station. Let me just show you what I'm talking about.
To PewDiePie.
guess that.
And Mr. Beast.
Alright. Gee, where am I? What just happened?
They started YouTube as a hobby, oftentimes back when you couldn't even make money on the platform, just to put videos out there for the world to enjoy with no dreams of receiving anything in return. Over time, as they created more and more, some began to see success, and what started as a hobby became a career. Now that we know how YouTubers used to start out, let's look at a channel who started more recently. This is a clip from the very first video of a channel named Crafty, uploaded on July 20th, 2021, just 6 weeks after the channel's creation date.
Minecraft, but it's raining creepers. Literally, falling from the sky are thousands of creepers every few minutes. But I have a new item called a weather detector, and I can upgrade it to give me various new powers to try to fight against the sky creeper army. This video gets pretty explosive.
Seems a little odd that this was their very first video, right? I mean, how could you have such high quality editing and script writing skills along with a silky smooth setup when you're just starting out? The answer, they aren't just starting out. Crafty is owned by Pig Monster Explosion himself, Log.zip, and the voiceover comes from a different YouTuber altogether named Parker Games. They both still upload on their old channels, they just upload on Crafty too. The Crafty channel is a whole team of people, of which I can only guess includes editors, animators, scriptwriters, content strategists, sponsor negotiators, and more. For those people, Crafty isn't just a YouTube channel, it's their job. You might be under the impression that Crafty is one of a kind, and that not everyone just starts uploading on a new channel, but take a look at this.
In today's video, I'm going to be attempting to beat Minecraft while my friend chases me down. However, this isn't a normal Minecraft manhunt, because the hunter spawns with an item called an invisibility cloak that lets him completely vanish by simply right-clicking. Will I be able to beat Minecraft without him stopping me? Watch until the end to find out.
This is the start of the first video by a channel named SpeedSilver. Again, it just seems too good to be true. He's playing with Wisp, a guy who has 5 million subscribers. How did SpeedSilver, someone who's seemingly never made a video before, manage to get Wisp to agree to be in his very first video? Well, it's because it's not their first video together. Not by a mile. SpeedSilver? Nice try, pal. I know that's not your real name. In reality, that's just SpeedSilver? Okay, this channel used to be called Silver, but it was renamed to SpeedSilver. And the old one used to be called SpeedSilver, but it was changed to SpeedSilver Live. It doesn't really matter. If you don't know, SpeedSilver was a relatively large high-pixel UHC YouTuber.
Also guys, not only was that my 11-star game, but that was also my game to get #1 on the leaderboards, so that's gonna update in a second. Alright, and there we go, so #1.
Before stopping content creation there to start his new channel. His friend Wisp, on the other hand, also switched from making UHC videos to other kinds of Minecraft content, but he didn't put it on a new channel. So if you've ever seen a Speed Silver simulation video and wondered why he seems so good at the game, it's probably because he just is. Also, unlike Crafty, as far as I know, he doesn't have some huge team behind him helping to put out every video. But Speed Silver does have previous experience from his past YouTube channel, and he's clearly kept in contact with other creator friends that he's made along the way, such as Wisp. So far, we know that these two seemingly brand new YouTube channels that are pumping out mountains of content are, in reality, both made from YouTubers with previous experience in the Minecraft creation space. But these two channels aren't the only ones that have come from nowhere and started to get millions, if not billions of views on their channels in just a few years. Don't believe me? How about this channel? 2 years, 200 million views. This one, 2 years, 2 billion views. And this, 3 years since the first upload, 3 billion views. This one, 3 years, 6 billion views. And you might be saying, hey, 46E, that's not a fair comparison. That's Mr. Beast. Well, if you're thinking that, then you're actually seeing my whole point in all of this. Mr. Beast started with one channel and then branched off and made new, also successful ones, with the help of his team. Just like so many other YouTubers are doing today. And again, none of them are doing it alone. The thing that we need to take away from all of this is that today's YouTubers are simply not the way they used to be. For those who make it big, YouTube is no longer a hobby. It's their full-time, year-round, highly lucrative job. And as viewers, we need to recognize that. We need to stop thinking about channels like these as just an individual, because we aren't giving credit to all the people bringing the channels to life behind the scenes. And even when there isn't a big team behind a channel, and it's just one person doing all the work, it's still one person who can tell you exactly what it means to be a YouTuber. One person who's grown up alongside the platform and seen for themselves what makes a creator successful and unsuccessful. One person who knows the difference between a viral video and a total flop. One person who's taken inspiration from all the creators they've seen along the way. In other words, someone like me. These channels, regardless of how we may feel about their content, are meticulously calculated, carefully planned, and microscopically analyzed, down to the most minute of details imaginable, other than there being a fan in the back of their content. Of course, not all YouTubers will follow this trend, and even when they do, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. After all, it means a whole lot more engaging content for you to watch, and a limitless supply of options to choose from in every conceivable genre. And yet, after all of this has been said, it still feels like maybe, just maybe, the days of discovering a brand new YouTuber are over. The days of being recommended a channel before anyone else and watching as their microphone gets better and their frame rate increases and their confidence grows are extinct. The days of seeing your favorite creators make slow-paced progress as they mine for diamonds or explore a cave one episode at a time are gone. Now, it seems, there are only the Crafties, Speed Silvers, Dreams, and Mr. Beasts of the platform. Sure, they make a lot of money, and yes, they get a lot of views, but in my eyes, nothing tops the feeling of watching your favorite creator start from a humble beginning.
Yo, how's it going, guys? I'm 4060. This is my channel trailer. Hope you're all interested. Hope you're all invested in spending time in my channel. Please subscribe. Everything is going to be great here. I love Minecraft. Hope you love Minecraft too. Let's play some video games. Thank you. Goodbye.